Today is December 26th. There are 6 days left in this year. And then 2024. And that day, January 1st, is a day that's like a landmark, because it's a day when it's a big landmark and you can make a change if you want to make a change. And every January 1st, I come up with a new word for my year. And I'm going to introduce you to that word on New Year's Eve. But today, in the next 4 days, I want to share with you 5 tips or practices that I'm going to implement in 2024 to try to make positive change in my life. So, number 1 today, don't be afraid to be an EF. Fear of being an EF leads to FTA, and FTA is far worse than EF. Now let me break that down. EF means an expert in failure. Don't be afraid to be an expert in failure. What do I mean by that? If you try things, new things, difficult things, things that are worth doing, you're gonna fail when you start. Because if they're worth doing, they're difficult. So you have to be comfortable with that possibility, inevitability of failure. Because if you become an expert in failure, it means you're working on it. You're trying, you're progressing. But if you have a fear of being an expert in failure and you're trying to avoid that, then you're going to suffer from FTA. Failure to act. And if you have failure to act, then you're never going to get anything done. You're never going to achieve anything. You're never going to push the boundaries of your potential. You're never going to reach the heights or the goals that you want to reach. So the worst thing possible is FTA, failure to act. If we're afraid to be an expert in failure, then we'll fail to act. And we're nothing. We don't ever reach what God meant us to be. So don't be afraid to be an expert in failure. Don't let FTA stop you. Act. Do it. Put yourself out there. And if you fail, learn from it, move forward, and go again. And if you fail again, learn from it, move forward, go again. I have wasted too much time in my life in FTA. And in 2024, I'm not going to suffer from FTA. I'm going to be an action man. And if it means I become a EF, then so be it. Moyo, everywhere we go, don't fail to act.